Have you ever heard someone call a stay-at-home parent lazy or make remarks such as, "What do you do all day? Don't you get bored just sitting around?" If so, I'm not surprised. Unfortunately, these are just a couple of the typical stereotypes that stay-at-home parents must endure. I, myself, am a stay-at-home parent of two little girls, ages 2 and 4. And just like the class, I also know many mothers who stay at home with their children, as well as mothers who work. I am not here to persuade you into believing that stay-at-home parenting is the only way to go. However, I do hope that after speaking with you today, you will have a new appreciation and outlook on stay-at-home parents. Let's first turn our attention to some of the negative stereotypes and arguments that people have against stay-at-home parents. The first stereotype is that all stay-at-home parents are mothers. This is false. In the 20th century, the number of stay-at-home fathers is rising. While most stay-at-home parents are still typically mothers, it is becoming more and more popular for fathers to stay home instead of moms. Some members of our society challenge that stay-at-home moms and stay-at-home dads and view them as lazy. I cannot claim that the work is hard, but I do know that there is always work, and the hours are long. There is bathing, cooking, cleaning, grocery shopping, meal planning, snacks, teaching, doctor's appointments, dance recitals, and other errands, laundry, refereeing, and many more. The roles that any parent plays are endless. All of these tasks add up to be more than 40 hours a week. According to the salary calculator, the average stay-at-home parent works approximately 95 hours a week and should earn a salary of $150,000 per year for performing all of the duties that they perform and fulfill. Another question that society and our classmates have for stay-at-home parents is, how can they afford it? People often believe that only wealthy couples can have a stay-at-home parent. But truthfully, in a lot of cases, this is not true. It's actually cheaper to have one parent stay at home and tend to the house and the children than to pay for daycare costs. Daycare costs are rising and are often higher than the salary of one person. So why would we pay someone to take care of our children when we could do it ourselves? This is something that is personally true for me as well. I was going to get a job last November just for a seasonal position to make some extra Christmas money for our children. But when I looked into the cost of daycare, the amount that I would be making per week would be $50 less than what I would have to pay for daycare costs for my children, only for part-time care. So, is it not comforting for us to stay at home and look past these stereotypes and take care of our children and nurture our children and teach our children the way that we would want them to be taught rather than having them go to daycare? We are actually saving ourselves money and giving ourselves a little peace of mind. The benefits of staying at home and parenting are endless. According to experts at the Journal of Employment and Counseling, research shows that society forces women to perfect all of their roles, but that many women who are working and are mothers begin to feel worn down and burn out by all of the roles. Stay-at-home moms are typically happier. They have the time to take care of the house and all of the other duties that they need to fulfill and still have time as a family. Parents who stay at home also feel that the rewards are much greater than any career could give them. This quote by Elder Neil Maxwell, an apostle, proves this point for me. You rock a sobbing child without wondering if today's world is passing you by, because you know that you hold tomorrow tightly in your arms. We are raising the next generation. Should we not look past the stereotypes and enjoy it and do the best job that we possibly can? So let's not forget about the benefits that stay-at-home parenting also has on children. Research shows that children who stay home with a parent show less stress levels and less aggression towards others than a child that spends time in daycare facilities. These children are more confident and more secure. So, let's review. While I'm not saying that stay-at-home parenting is the only way to go, I do urge that these negative and utterly false stereotypes be lifted. Stay-at-home parenting is not for everyone, but it can be very beneficial to parents and to the children. I think it is important that parents calculate the benefits and weigh the costs before making a decision as significant as this. This unknown quote sums up how I feel about stay-at-home parents. Being a stay-at-home parent is the most rewarding job in the world because we are paid with love and hugs and kisses.